Okay, guys, good morning. A quick recap and market forecast, right, for today, the 19th of August, right? So, let's go back to this. Yeah, so good, good, good. All right, so, yesterday, right, the forecast was for DXY, right, was to see price trade above this high, right? This daily high to signal continuation, right? Or a reversal, right? Right now, we're reacting off of this daily fair value gap, which is acting as a resistance, right? Yes. So, and I mentioned yesterday that I would like to see price close above this fair value gap first, right? To give me a clear signal of a reversal. Then I can look to maybe take a position from this inverted fair value gap once we have a candle closure above it, right, to then trade higher, right? But so far, we've not had that. So I'm still on the sidelines for dollar, all right? I'm still on the sidelines for dollar. And yesterday, I also said I wanted to see how price would react, right? To take whether if we to take this high, right? So we tried one, two, three, four, five, six times. Price did not break this high. So we're just waiting. We're just waiting. There's no time to rush, right? There's no time to rush. There's no point rushing into anything or making rash decisions, right? However, I think we had a fair value gap here, which to me we've closed above it. It's a good sign. It's a good sign because, I mean, we could sweep this low and then continue higher to break, right? If we don't sweep this low and then we break above this, then price might use this side as the next liquidity, right? When coming back down, it might use this as the next point of liquidity, right? But right now we're seeing a bit of resistance here. So today is Wednesday, and okay, we have CPI for okay. So we have, yeah, so we have CPI for Europe today. Okay, so we could get some form of liquidity injected into the market, right? I mean, yesterday, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. All right. So for now, we just have to wait and see how price reacts from this order block, this daily order block, right? Right. That's what we're actually looking at now. This is the daily order block. Anyway, don't know if we'll get another deep down, but let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Moving on to the next pair. It's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Um, I want to see a break of structure, right? a 4 hour leg. This is the 4 hour low. I think I have to uh yeah. So this is yeah. So I need to see this low break. That would give you your confirmation, right? That we're now heading lower, right? So seeing this low break gives us that confirmation. But for now, we've not gotten that on EU. So let's see if we're going to clear this high, right? Let's see if we're going to clear this high. If we're going to clear this high, then maybe dollar might give us another sweep. We don't know. We have CPI on euro today, so I mean there'll be a little bit of liquidity injected into the market. So let's see how today develops, right? And for GU, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? We don't have a close below this, and this is the point where we need to see a break below to confirm a shift in market structure, right? But right now we don't have that. So we're also on the sidelines. However, I think we actually reacted off of this fair value gap yesterday. And now prices between this fair value gap and then the liquidity it took here. So there's a bit of uh, a fight, if you would say, right? So let's see. For this is not the right time to switch to 1 hour and all that because you're still playing. This is the leg, right? Okay, on the 2 hour, you can see clearly. This is the current leg, right? If market has not traded below this point, we're still bullish, right? We're still bullish until we get that break. That's when we say, okay, yes, now things have changed, and then we have to switch to a bearish bias, right? But as long as we're still within this range, right, we're still bullish. I mean, for the short term, right? Okay. So that's it. So we're just waiting to see how price, uh, um, what price does, right? We're just waiting to see what price does. But I mean, we're not in a hurry to pick a side. For AU, okay, this looks interesting. For AU, we look like we're already coming down to take the lows, right? So that's something to look out for. Looks like we're already coming down to take the lows. That's good. So let's see. Maybe we get the reaction here and go. I don't know. I want to see this low break first. For NZD, USD, same thing, right? Same thing. We've taken the high and we need to take out the low as well, right? So that's it. Market is reacting off of this weather level. And likewise for A. So we need to see that break, right? We need to see that break before we can, you know, make a decision, right? We need to see the break. We need to see the break. Yes, we need to see the break. However, if we close below this fair value gap, let's say the candle closes here, then this fair value gap becomes an inverted fair value gap. Then we could look to take, you know, an entry. But I mean, this one it's a bit risky, right? Because we don't have a confirmation yet. So I think I shouldn't be saying, well, I mean, that's how I trade sometimes, right? it gives me a signal, a sign that, okay, yes, I think market is going to go down, right? And then I wait. What happens is when I get this, I make sure I get a confirmation on the lower time frame before entering. I don't just enter blindly, right? Okay. So that's it. For gold, yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. The gold trade, I don't know if you guys took advantage of it, but the gold trade played out nicely. I think I got my entry from this point here was, yeah, from the two or the 1 hour, 1 hour, yeah, yes, this point, right? Why did I use this point? Because if we're looking at the structure here on the 1 hour, this is the lowest point, right? And this is the highest point. So I looked at it and I was like, okay, we could use this swept liquidity, but based on, I think it was because I've seen this play out more than once on gold. So I always tried, if I see, okay, if you look here too, right? This is the high that took out the low. But if I'm going to enter, I will use this low rather than this. Because if I use this, the likelihood of me getting tagged is high. Because price doesn't always come back to this type of highs, right? To then go like this. I wouldn't have gotten in if I was waiting for this in a way, right? I wouldn't have gotten in at all. And let's say you needed the confirmation for this trade, right? What would you have done? The confirmation for this trade, you would have gotten your entry here. Same thing, same thing. This is the lowest point. I've gotten another entry here. So I did my second entry here. Well, that was to London. Was it London? New York. Right. We had another sweep of the highs and price started going down. I was like, okay, that's another entry here. So that's my very first trade for the week, right? My very first trade. I'm still in though. I'm still in. We're waiting to take this. I've taken partials and I'm at break even on all trades. But I'm waiting for price to take out this low. This is um my target, right? My TP, full TP, right? This is it. I'm anticipating a pullback, but I think the reason why is going to be just look at these other pairs they've gone, right? And this is what you should do. Right now we have targets, right? Let's see if we can extend this target lower because let's see. And this, okay, can you let's see how it develops, right? Let's see how it develops. Let's see how it develops. Because I mean, uh, let's take it up from here to this point. Yeah, so this we could see price coming lower, right? Right now, what I should be focused on is if you've missed this entry, wait for gold to come back to this point. Right, this is silver. Right, but I mean, we have a fair value gap forming here. After today's candle, we'll see what happens. Price might come in here and then continue lower. So if price comes back to this place, your target will be the low for today or tomorrow, right? Just you don't need to target um this low at this point because I mean with all the geopolitics and all the wars and all that that's going, we don't know if gold might reverse from here, right? And then trade higher because we have liquidity points along the way, right? So this could be a somewhat extended bullish move, right? But it's not for us to guess, right? We just wait and react to the market, right? We react and react. I don't try to force trades. I wait for market to give me what I want to see. When I see it, I go for it, right? I don't, I don't, well, so, okay, perfect, 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 perfect. This is good. However, we have a break of this low here. However, oh, I would have loved to see a pullback into this zone, honestly, because I mean, yes. Let's see if we get a reaction off of this other block. I think I'd have to. Mm, wow, 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 wow. Mhm. I'm seeing a lot, seeing a lot, I'm seeing a lot, I'm seeing a lot, I'm seeing a lot. Let's see. We might get a pullback into this. Hey, we might get a pullback into this. So what will happen is I have to get out of my position here. And yeah, I have to get out of my position. Get out of my position. Where's my phone? Okay. Hmm. That's interesting. Okay. 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 Yeah, we're done. So we could see price trading higher if I have a trade around this side. So if price is coming higher to maybe mitigate this, I don't know if it will, but I mean, securing myself because, my dear, I don't want to give back to the market what the market has given to me, right? So I'm going to get out of this trade. I'm out of it already. So um, I think what we have here is enough. What we have here is enough. What we have here is enough, right? We could see gold trading higher. We could. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm saying we could, right? We could see gold trading higher to come because we have breaks of structures on the line and we've not had any proper pullback, right? So we either take this low and then start the retracement, or we start retracing, to then continue lower. So if gold should do this before taking out this low, right? If gold should retrace before taking out this low, then you can get in again, right? So you look for an entry on a lower time frame and then you target this low, right? you target this low. Once this low is out, you should sit out of the market. I mean, I will sit out of the market. I'm not here to tell you what to do, right? But um, I'll be sitting out of the market to then see what will happen, right? We might get an extended move lower because if you look at this move here, we're still at the top, right? So gold might trade lower at this point, right? Gold might trade lower to maybe come what's it called? Uh come, you know, cover all of this, right? Mm. So right now, I think um, okay, we have this long sustained bullish move, right? And what's happening here could be what's happening here again, right? What happened here could be what's happening here. Another consolidation, another push up, but I'm not sure for gold. That's why, that's why I'm in no hurry, right? I just want to see price take this low and then let's see what happens. All right, I wait for the market to show me what it wants to do, then I react to it. So that's all for today. That's all for today. All right, that's all for today. I've spoken a lot. Let's see. Nobody asked for Bitcoin, so for Bitcoin, yes, ideally, um, we're ranging on Bitcoin. That's why I've not really looked into it. You know, I have all this liquidity here, all this liquidity sitting here. We've taken some, right? I remember a video I did a couple of months ago. I was like, I wouldn't want to trade Bitcoin from here because all these rules are liquidity that will be taken out, right? If you've been watching my videos, you remember. Um, all this is liquidity, and now we're generating more liquidity here, right? This consolidation here, the highs and lows are all liquidity. So I wouldn't be trading here, right? Nah, I wouldn't be trading. This is suicidal, right? This, you know, I wouldn't trade here at all, 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 right? That's not how I trade. That's not how I trade at all. Yes, we have um a monthly fair value gap that's still open, and I'm of the opinion that Bitcoin is going to trade higher to mitigate this. So we should get 67, at least 67. All right. We should get at least 67. Should trade, but I think we'll go above 67, maybe 67, 68, or even 70,000. Right. Let's see. Uh, 68,000, right? 67,000, 68,000, right? Would get within the range. Right now we're at 64, right? So 64. Yeah. So we could see price getting to 67. And that's the only time I'll look to take shots. However, if I'm looking to go long, I would like to see price sweep this low in particular, right? This low in particular, I would like to see price sweep it. But I mean, and then sweep this is where I'd like to get in on a trade of Bitcoin. All right. This is where. Let's see what Earth is doing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. We have a fair value gap here, and we have this liquidity here. Right. So let's see. Let's see. All this zones. All this are liquidity. All of this. Liquidity. Right. Liquidity. That needs to be swept. Liquidity that needs to be swept. So I'm just on the sidelines of Bitcoin. I mean, people who trade here are people who scalp. Right? I don't scalp, so uh, I mean, when I mean scalp, I mean getting on any. I don't trade any POI, right? That's what I mean, because I'd like to use the higher time frame POI and then trade from it. There are people who trade with 15-minute POI without the higher time frame in mind, bias in mind, right? Let's say, okay, maybe they could say, okay, yeah, we're bullish, right? We're doing, uh, right now we're creating highs and lower highs, high highs and lower highs, right? So, like there's someone could say, this is a break of structure. Okay, we've had this break of structure here. Price has come down to mitigate. What did it mitigate? Okay, so let's say you mitigated this zone, right? You did. Okay. Let's say you mitigated this zone, right? And now let's go to the yeah. Hmm. This is much better. So let's say we mitigated this zone, right? And now we've broken above. There's again. Is this a break? We consider that a break as well. Then they are waiting for another mitigation of this zone, right? To then continue higher. Yes, you could trade off this, but it's not ideal, right? For me, it's not, right? For me, it's not. For me, it's not. For me, it's not. It's not ideal. That's not how I trade anyway. I mean, for me, uh-huh. That's why I keep saying for me, because I know people who trade like this and make money, right? But I just think I don't have that, um, to always look at the chart. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that, right? And I like to trade from high probability spots, right? Because I know that if I'm getting in, Charlie, like the gold. I mean, I didn't plan on trading gold. I got the gold trade whilst doing my analysis here, right? So I got my gold trade while doing my analysis here, right? If you go check the previous video, and I just went and I was like, okay, yeah, there's something here, right? And we have a weekly fair value gap that has been left open for, okay, the previous week is what formed the last fair value gap candle, right? So now we could see an extended maybe 2 or 3 weeks trade into this fair value gap. We have this void here, and we could see price even trade to as low as the 50% point of this fair value gap to then continue higher. We could see that. I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen. We could, right? Market give its probabilities, right? Uh-huh. So we could see it. So having that in mind, I have a lot, a lot. This would be my second target if I get confirmation that we're going to trade lower. This would be my second target. right, to then come back into this zone. So by then we should be like within 50% of this particular range, and I wouldn't be looking to take any trade again until I get my next buyers. All right. So that's it. Overall, for now, on the higher time frame, Bitcoin is bearish, right? Bitcoin is bearish. But I mean, if you look at what we've been doing over the past 2 years, you could say Bitcoin is bullish as well, all right? But we're only trading in the moment, right? Yeah, so we're not trying to, we don't care what happened here at the moment. We're just waiting to see what price does and then we react to it. So that's it. That's it for today. I've ended up taking time. See you guys. Bye.